Okay, so in number two, okay, just kidding. All right, so in number two, so we have, so what we want to find here, we have a, it's written sine x is less than 0, and then tangent x is greater than 0. So basically the question in number two is about identifying the quadrant in which the angle x is located. Okay, so this is the application of the cast. Okay. So CEAST. Okay. So if the sine x is less than 0, what are the options for the angle?
The third and fourth one.
Third and fourth. Right? So sine, because sine,
Why force?
because the sine can only be positive in the first and on the second.
If it's negative, it's going to be like
Yes.
Sorry?
so if tan is negative, it will affect the second and fourth one.
Yes.
Sorry, the reason why it's both quarters.
No. We are still selecting which quadrant. So the options for right now, if we consider sine x to be negative, the sine can only be negative in the third and the fourth quadrant. Right? Okay, so because a means all functions are positive here, the sine is positive here, so we have third and fourth quadrant as options. But we have to consider as well that tangent x is greater than 0.
So it's
That's the third.
so it's the third and first.
Third and first, but we said our options are only third or fourth. So the final location should be on the third quadrant. So letter A, the answer is quadrant. You can write it this way or quadrant 3.
Q3.
Okay?
Q.
Not the quartile, okay? That's different. Okay, this is quadrant 3. Or third quadrant, just use the word third quadrant. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, B. So B, the secant x is equal to negative 3.25. So what you need to know here is the relationship of the secant to either sine, cosine, or tangent. Because secant is just a reciprocal of one of those three. But what is that function in which the secant is the reciprocal? Cosine. Okay. So the value of secant, the sign, or meaning the sign, whether it's negative or positive, depends on the cosine. So wherever the cosine is positive, secant is also positive. Where it is negative, secant is also negative. They have the same, okay, signs. So we need a secant to be negative, meaning we need a cosine to be negative. Okay? So what are the options? It seems like we can have two possible quadrants. Where is cosine negative? Second and third. Right? C, A, S, T. So we don't have other conditions, so that means we can consider two quadrants. We have quadrant 2 and quadrant 3. Any question? Okay. Next. Letter C.
Number C.
Yeah, number C. So cosine x is equal to A, but A is greater than 0. Okay? So do not be confused. This statement is telling us where the cosine is located. A is positive. Okay? So it can be on the quadrant 1 or quadrant 4. Okay? Or you can write it this way or quadrant 4.
What is cosine?
Cosine is positive. You have to go back to the CAST. C means you're positive. When you see the letter like this, that's cosine, right? So that means the cosine is positive there. So the other functions like sine and tangent will be negative because it's only the cosine that is positive there. The A means all functions are positive here.
So if cosine is positive, then sine
And tangent are negative. Yeah, but take note, you have to consider the first quadrant. Okay, the other quadrants 2, 3, 4, only one function is positive there. Second
Okay.
quadrant sine, third quadrant tangent, fourth quadrant cosine. Okay, so each of them will have a quadrant in wherein they are positive. Okay, next, letter D. So this time we have another combination. Why? You want your laugh to be recorded? Anyway, okay, so cotangent x is greater than 0. It's okay. You have to pay me for that. Okay, so cotangent x. Yeah, you know life.
So you said that's nice so many times in your old videos.
Really?
Yeah, that's the only thing I remember. It's a memorable thing. That's nice.
Okay, cotangent
It's tangent.
related to tangent. So meaning tangent is
yes,
also positive, right? Cosecant is related to sine. So meaning sine x is greater than 0. Okay, so you said quadrant 1. Let's test. Sine to be positive is first or second. Okay, tangent to be positive is first or third. Okay, but we already restricted the options. Should be on quadrant 1. Okay, is it clear?
Only Q1, sir.
Q1, yeah. Okay, or even the word first
There's one.
or the term first
Oh, yeah.
quadrant.
I see now. I see.
Okay, you can write it
It says
that way.
positive, so
Yes. Okay, so that's number 2. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Okay, anyway, it will be recorded anyway.
favorite,
Number 2. Okay, done.
favorite comment and subscribe.